Good evening and welcome to our pre-match show as the IPL caravan rolls back into the Pink City, Jaipur. Now, under the vibrant lights of Savai Mansingh Stadium, Rajasthan Royals are all set to host a red-hot Mumbai Indians in match number 50 of this roller coaster season. Tonight, it's all about Mumbai Indians getting into the playoffs. If they win this match, they are through. If they do not, their season still hangs in the balance. While on the other end, if RR win tonight, they keep their playoff dreams alive. So, a very, very crucial match for both sides. But, Shomik, let's start with, of course, the new sensation, the teenage sensation, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. What do you make of his fearless approach, and how do you see his impact, his rise impacting the Royals this season and Indian cricket in general?
See, so far he has shown the irreverence of youth. That 35 ball 100 was a special knock. But once again, as far as I'm concerned, it was a fluke. It is not going to happen. I mean, such knocks are rarely played, basically, whoever be the player. Such knocks, I mean, it is not a run of the mill thing that every day you'll get such a knock. And today, he will face the world's best bowler in Jasprit Bumrah. Then Mumbai Indians also have Trent Bolt who will take the new ball. And um, purely going by the cricketing logic, I expect I expect Bumrah and Trent Bolt and also Deepak Chahar to figure him out. But that doesn't belittle Vaibhav Suryavanshi or what he has done in the previous game. 35 ball 100. Uh, I mean, it has to be special. I hope he will build on that. At the end of the day, now that we are talking about Jasprit Bumrah, Trent Bolt versus Vaibhav Suryavanshi. It's a credit to that youngster. It's a credit to that youngster. We are putting him in the same bracket. We are talking about a matchup with someone like Jasprit Bumrah, who is a bona fide legend of the game. We are talking about Trent Bolt, who is one of the who is a great bowler, who is a great fast bowler, and who is a fantastic servant of New Zealand cricket and world cricket also. So that is his credit. There lie, therein lies his credit. Where see at the end of the day, cricket is a game of failure. You will fail more times than you will succeed. And I gave a stat during our 5 at live that Sachin Tendulkar, despite being probably he probably being the greatest of them all, he was successful in 119 test innings and he sort of played something around 356 or 46 test innings. So you have to accept that there will be many slip ups for this guy, uh, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. But we know here is a player with special talent. There are two ways for him. One is the Sachin Tendulkar way, for every young player for that matter. There are two ways. There is a Sachin Tendulkar way. If you follow that way, you will eventually will have a career. And then there is the Vinod Kamli way. If you slip into that, then you are asking for trouble. That's it.
All right, Bharat, we've spoken plenty about Vaibhav Suryavanshi in the 5 at 5 show. But let's talk about Rajasthan Royals season so far. Three botched chases followed by a dominant win. How are you reading into the Rajasthan Royals' inconsistency this season?
Yeah, that is basically because they depend on individual brilliance. They're not playing it as collective unit. Collective unit. I think that is why they're losing so many games. Because somewhere, yes, Vaibhav Suryavanshi once exploded and played that superlative knock. Somewhere else, Jofra Archer, couple of good new ball spells, a few good innings from SSV Jaiswal. So it's basically they depend on individual brilliance here or there. They have not fired as a collective unit. Yes, Jurel has made a couple of contributions, but again, was not able to provide the finishing touches in that game against Royal Challenge Bangalore. He kind of struggled, then he got going, and then he got out. So that doesn't work. Shimron Hatmair has definitely not provided the finishing touches that Rajasthan Royals set up. We're expecting him to do it, but he has not done that. They have not retained Jose Butler. I think that was always going to throw a spanner in their works because Jose Butler obviously has been such a stalwart for Rajasthan Royals for a period of time, and they're missing him, definitely missing him in the top order. And even if you look at their bowling lineup, Mahesh Dikshana, Hasaranga, these guys, even barring one performance, even Hasaranga has not really performed well. Has not really put on good performances. And Tushar Deshpande has also been kind of struggling compared to what he did at Chennai Super Kings, where it took 17 wickets in one of the seasons. You can tell that MS Dhoni, as a wicketkeeper, he played a part because some of the field settings were good for Tushar Deshpande and maybe punched above his weight. But most of their bowlers, a lot of their batters have not fired. So they have not fired as a collective unit, and that I think has resulted in them losing so many matches.
Naman, let's talk about Sanju Samson a little bit. He is still injured. How do you assess, first of all, Riyan Parag's captaincy so far? What do you think he has brought? Do you think he's brought anything new to the table?
I don't think he has brought anything new to the table. I'm audible, right? Yeah. I don't think he has brought anything new to the table. He has tried to imply whatever I think Sanju Samson might be telling him from the sidelines, in the sense that Rahul Dravid might be guiding him, but he hasn't been the best of the captain. Uh, to be fair, his captaincy also had is going on during a time when Rajasthan is really struggling. He is struggling as a batter. Rajasthan is struggling in the field. They have been very sloppy. Rajasthan is, like Bharat said, depending a lot on individual brilliance, it's whether it be from bowling department or whether be it from batting, and it's more particularly been from Yashasvi Jaiswal, who has been consistently scoring 50 plus runs. And yeah, I mean, it's fine that Vaibhav scored 100, but that is yet to be seen whether he can be consistent with that kind of firepower. Irrespective, Riyan Prag has been a bit patchy. His captaincy hasn't been the best. There have been instances like the one in the super over against Delhi Capitals, why he didn't get bowl Jofra Archer. I don't know if it was his decision, if it was the management's decision, but Sandeep Sharma hasn't clearly been in the best of form. They can still drop him, get someone like Akash Madwal and give those youngsters some opportunities because they have the firepower. It's not like they don't. They have the players. They have botched three chases, three chases that they could have won easily and could have been in the run for the playoffs easily. But I think I'm not sure if it's all Ryan Prag's decision or is it the management that is the backroom staff that is constantly telling him to. But it's been a very rough season for him as a captain, and I am not sure if they can keep on going with him in the future.
Shamik, 5 wins on the bounce for Mumbai Indians. What clicked for them all of a sudden?
Um, First of all, they were hurt after winning just one of their previous five, and I mean, it was just taking a time. It was taking a bit of time. Bumrah returning to the fold was a huge factor in terms of confidence, and not only about what Bumrah is doing on the pitch. Bumrah being the leader of the bowling group, just keeping around, that helps lift the confidence of the entire bowling group. That is number one. Number two is that Surya Kumar Yadav, so far, Surya Kumar Yadav is not a flop in this IPL. Going, in fact, he was scoring 25, 27, 30, but he was now he is scoring, he is taking that 25, 30 to something even more impactful. Rohit Sharma scored runs in a couple of games, batting first, and it looks like final. At long last, the team is in sync with Hardik Pandya's captaincy, in the sense that it's a collective leadership. It's not that Hardik Pandya is working in isolation. It's a collective leadership. You have leaders plenty in that side, Rohit Sharma is there, Surya Kumar Yadav is there, Jasprit Bumrah is there. So you have, I mean, this side is replete with leaders. So it is, I mean, they are in sync. All everything is working in sync. I think that is the real clincher, and that will take them. I believe, unless there is an upset, that will take them to the title.
I think Shamik brings up a good point when we talk about the Hardik Pandya captaincy part, because that also plays a huge role in what Mumbai Indians has been doing so far. Bharat, what have you thought of his captaincy, considering that he wasn't very welcomed in the Mumbai Indians by the Mumbai Indians fan base last season?
I guess you only gave a clue to that answer. His communication skills, I feel, must have got better because see, Mumbai Indians have a lot of senior players in their ranks. They have Jasprit Umrah, they have Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma has been playing for so long. Surya Kumar Yadav himself is now a veteran. So they have enough veterans, they have enough experienced players. And Hardik Pandya, when he became the captain, it must have been tough for him to communicate with all these senior players. So somewhere he's been 1 year into that role, at least at Mumbai Indians, and that must have helped him when it comes to communication skills. I think that is where I think he's got better. Whatever he said, he might have said something a little bit harsh to Tilak Varma on that particular day when he didn't get going. But somewhere inside the dressing room, I believe he must have got it right with his communication skills because Mumbai Indians seem to be playing more as a unit, collective unit, and that is a clear indicator that the captain is definitely driving home whatever he wants to say, whatever the plans he has, whatever the thoughts he has, he's able to ram home the point. So I think that is the main factor. Yes, in terms of rotation of bowlers and all, is done all those sensible things right. But here, I think comes down to man management, especially when you think of a side like Mumbai Indians, because there are so many senior players, even some foreigners like Trent Bolt, Mitchell Sander has been New Zealand's keeper. So I think that is where Hardik Pandya must have really improved as a captain.
Naman, if we talk about concerns for Mumbai Indians, Ryan Rickelton and Surya Kumar Yadav have been among the runs. But do you think the middle order is still a concern for MI when it comes to performing under pressure?
I no, I don't think so. Tilak Verma, to be fair, after that retired hurt incident, has been a bit better. He has performed in several of the matches. He tried to show up. I mean, he hasn't been the best of at his best, but and consistent. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, he has been one of those versatile batters. Will Jacks have started to uh, get those impactful knocks. Two impactful knocks he has gotten in this IPL. So he's also getting amongst the runs. He's getting wickets as well. I think he got two man of the match on in a row. By now, till now, so I mean the middle order is starting to get strong. Surya Kumar Yadav is now one of the orange cap runners this season. So that tells you that the middle order, even though it was hurting in the initial phase of the tournament, is starting to click together, started to come together, take up their responsibilities. Every one of those batters, Hardik Pandya getting that finisher role, and Mitchell Santner coming in late. Now Bosch, even Bosch when he came, he scored a quick 20-30 runs and helped the team. So that is something I think Mumbai has kind of sorted out. Their batting lineup, Rohit Sharma firing at the top. So I think middle order, even though it might have been a concern in the initial phase, it is not a concern anymore for Mumbai.
Shamit, let's go to the comment section a little bit. We have a lot of comments pouring in. Devan is saying today Wonder Kid, which means Web of Suryavanshi, will face the masters of fast bowling. Bumrah and Bolt are a deadly combo. I think MI should have him figured out as he is predominantly a leg side player. Body line or hard lengths? How do you think Web of Suryavanshi will be tackled with?
Uh, just just let us remove that body line hard length, such words from our conversation. Those are for the armchair pundits. I mean, the fact of the matter is that you don't expect a teenager to have an all round game. going ahead, he will. I mean, we are talking about someone who is a teenager and he will face the greatest bowler in the game at this moment in time. So, from that point of view, nobody, I mean, absolutely, it is not normal for a teenager to have an all round game, right? Going ahead, he will develop his game. When Muhammad Azharuddin came, he was predominantly a leg side player. But uh, despite being a predominantly leg side player, he started out with test centuries on the spin. Right now, go, it took a lot of time for Azhar to develop his offside game. It can happen. Nobody will, no one will be like a Sachin. That I mean, if you are talking about having an all-round game, you are moving into the territory of masters. So it doesn't happen. But we have to acknowledge the talent. If despite being a predominantly leg side player, someone can score a 35 ball 100 in an IPL match. We have to keep our hat to him. Simple as that. He will grow. He will grow going ahead if he has got a mature head on his shoulder. He will grow. He will grow as a batsman. He is in good hands under Rahul Dravid, under Zubin Barucha, where not only Rahul Dravid will not only help him develop as a cricketer, but he will help him develop as a human being as well. So he is in good hands. So just allow him the time. Um, Now at this moment in time, just not going getting into this technical nitty gritty, hard length, blah 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 blah. Just enjoy his batting. Just enjoy his batting. IPL is all about that. When he will come to a stage when he will play uh, a significant amount of cricket, then we can have this conversation about these technical aspects.
All right. More questions. Musical being one is saying Weber is really young and will work on his game. But there was a point raised by Varun Aaron that he is not as fluent when bowlers come round the wicket. Does that analysis hold merit? Again, I think Shamik's point is really valid here that not every batter is perfect. And, he's just 14 years old and he will continue working on his game, like you said yourself. Let's take some more comments. Everything's about Suryavanshi. Okay, freaking awesome is saying MI don't have a good record at Savai Mansingh. They have only won 2 out of 8 games there. It's going to be an interesting contest. Bharat, how do you see this?
See, past record, I'm not very sure. As we know, a lot of things have changed. Personnel have changed. Mumbai Indians of 2015 was different. Mumbai Indians of 2018 was different, completely different, and they have all the momentum now. So, Mumbai Indians would believe the current team, looking at both teams. If you look at the matchups, Mumbai Indians would believe they have the advantage, and with the momentum, they will believe they can go on to win the match. But just wanted to add a point of Vaibhav as well. This is something that Vaibhav's coach only told me. He talked about how he asked Vaibhav Suryavanshi to look at how SSV Jaiswal is batting and look at how SSV Jaiswal has a kind of different kind of modulations for each bowler. For different bowlers, yes, different modulations. For example, sometimes he's going back and across. Sometimes he's kind of still looking to play the uppercut with his weight more on the back foot. Sometimes he's looking to come forward. So I think if you notice how Vaibhav Suryavanshi batted in the third match against Gujarat Titans, he was definitely looking to play the pull stroke a little more. He was definitely going a little more back and across. So this kid is definitely more than I think clearing the front leg and trying to hit it across the line. So yes, I think he would have a problem or two against round the wicket bowling because he definitely likes to clear the front leg and hit across the line. But I think he's a little more little better than that because he's definitely trying different things in a game against Gujarat Titans. And let us remember that Gujarat Titans' attack was not a gully cricket attack. They still had Rashid Khan. They had still had Prasid Krishna, who's one of the highest wicket takers of this tournament, Mohammad Siraj, and an experienced Ishant Sharma. So it was a pretty good attack there, and to smash it in that fashion that tells you that I think he's a little better than this being called a slogger.
Okay, okay. Um, no hit on Weber. He is doing good, but it will be against Deepak, Holt, and Bumrah, the best bowling attack of this tournament. Yes, it will be nice to see with the how Web of Suryavanshi tackles all these international quality bowlers. Now,
Deepak
Naman,
Char, this is just one point. Is Deepak Char one of the best bowlers going around in 2025 IPL? I don't think so. I don't think he's better than the likes of Prasidh Krishna or Mohammad Siraj in 2025.
all right, all right. But also, okay, I wanted to ask Naman about the change that we're seeing now in MI. Vignesh Puthur is out, Raghu Sharma is in. How do you think this changes MI's bowling strategy?
I don't think they're going to change much. I think Mitchell Santner is going to come back in because he was out because of an illness. Irrespective, Vignesh Puthur has been someone that they have been using, but I think with Raghu being a very, I mean, new player, I think he has played some five first-class matches, if I'm not wrong. And like Vignesh, he also lacks a bit of experience, but I think they're going to go with Karan Sharma, who has performed well. And given that Jaipur, the Savai Mansingh Stadium, will be a good pitch for spinners, I think Karan Sharma might be used there alongside Mitchell Santner and even Will Jacks contributing somewhere around the match. I think that is going to be the strategy for Mumbai. Raghu, I think, is just a like for like replacement that they're looking for. I'm not sure what the way he bowls, but I think they just wanted someone to have a backup with Vignesh. I think suffering from a shin injury in both his legs, so that is something that Mumbai might have just seen as a replacement, but. I don't see him coming into this part of the season and playing some part for Mumbai because I think their strategy is set. They seem strong, and I don't think they would like to more depend on a newcomer suddenly coming into the side.
It's I mean, quite concerning, isn't it, to hear that Vignesh has stress injuries in both his shins? Quite concerning.
Yeah, absolutely, it is concerning. And he looks a talented player. He looks a
Yes.
talented player who have, I mean, he sort of looks a player who can be nurtured to the next level. He looks a talented player. But Gargi, one more thing about Vaibhav Suryavanshi. I mean, the other day, Rajasthan Royals batting coach Vikram Rathod, he beautifully analyzed Vaibhav Suryavanshi as a cricketer at his age, at his age, in his two things he spoke about. One, on the technical side, he said his hand-eye coordination, which is absolutely brilliant. Number two is that he spoke about his courage, the way he has been facing someone like Jofra Archer at the nets. See, it's not easy to face someone who bowls at around 90, 92 miles per hour consistently. So, from that point of view, you need a lot of courage. And that is the most important thing in any sport. However much talent you have, if you don't have that courage, you are not going to shine. Simple as that. If you are not, if you don't have that courage, you will end up being a shrinking violet. So that is a real plus that Vikram Rathod spoke about. That his courage. What we saw last in the last game, Vaibhav Suryavanshi didn't play the bowlers. He played the ball. Simple. The ball, if the ball was there to be hit, he went full throttle. He was not. He was not bogged down uh, by by the bowler, by the name of the bowler. It is not going to be easy against Bumrah once again because Bumrah carries an aura that no one else has. From that point of view, will not be easy for him. But if he can do that against Mumbai Indians also, to play the ball and not the bowler, it would augur well for him and Rajasthan Royals.
But there's a question here by Asim Hans. He's saying, does RR's qualification scenario, their need to win all games in order to make it to the playoffs, give the required license to Weber and others to just go gung ho? Nothing to lose at this point. What do you think?
The way Vaibhav bats, I think whatever the situation, game one or game 10 or game 20, I think he'll play in a similar fashion as his coach only told me that he was talking. Told him once that you have to rotate strike, you have to take singles and twos, and he basically politely countered by saying that if a ball is there to be hit, I will hit it for a six. So I think that is his mindset at the age of 14, 15. So I don't think he will change. Maybe the rest of the players will feel that way, and that could help the seniors in the camp. Even someone like Shimron Hakpair is really struggling for form. That kind of a player, it might help him to just go out there and just play his national game. If it comes out well, then great. Otherwise, he'll get out for zero. Or someone like Dhruv Jurel, I think he has been. He's someone who looks like he's feeling the pressure at times. He's not playing his natural game, so maybe he can take some motivation from RR's current situation and just go out and play with the full of bravado. But I don't think it will change for Vaibhav Suryavanshi because ball one or ball 100, if he feels that the next ball has to go for a six, I think this kid will just try to hit it for a six.
Earthlings is saying if no team stands a chance if MI make the playoffs, especially teams that have never won. Shamik sir, your prediction is going to come true. God save RCB. MI are absolute beasts in the knockouts.
No, no, no,
Naman,
no, no.
go ahead.
I will take I will take this question, and
Okay.
I will be very very kind to Gargi also. I'll be very very. I mean, uh, my prediction is RCB are going to suffer a final over heartbreak against Mumbai Indians in the final. The two teams will be meeting in the final, and RCB are going to suffer a final over heartbreak. See how much importance I am giving to RCB. Gargi should give me some credit.
All right. I do give you credit for that. Divine Banerjee, if RR can beat MI, although it won't change positions but may open up the table in an exciting way, the teams leading the table during the first half of the season are now lagging behind, such as Gujarat Titans and Delhi Capitals. Well, Delhi Capitals have had a very, very bad slump. And on 11th May, if I'm not wrong, they're going to meet in Delhi, where I will be covering the game. So it will be exciting. But Naman, I think this has been one of the most interesting IPL seasons. Nothing is, set in stone at this point. The teams that started off very, very well went in a slump, and the teams that started off very jittery are now doing very well. It's been the table is completely open.
Definitely, the table is completely open. It's getting spicier with every match, with DC losing their home games, Gujarat Titans losing against Rajasthan. It has kind of provided an opportunity for these outside, top four teams that are already there that had created like their space in the initial phase in only. KKR now might feel that they might have a slender of chances that they can go through with these big teams falling apart at the right moment for them, I believe. But yeah, like you said, it's all unfolding. It's the season is starting to get much more interesting. Two of the biggest teams that have been in IPL, CSK has lost this season, has seen that teams going away are winning more often, and I mean RCB is the prime example of how they have dominated away. So this is something that has kind of come up, has made this IPL much more interesting, and also the young batters that have come up, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Aniket Verma, Ashutosh Sharma. A lot of these players have started to come up and put up scores for their teams in every now and then, and this kind of excites. That I mean, it's upsetting that we haven't seen a young fast bowler come through ranks. I think it's only like Bharat sir said, Prince Yadav once. So I think there aren't many fast bowlers that are coming. That is upsetting. Irrespective, this tournament has actually started to unfold. Other than Mumbai and RCB, I don't see any other team might feel confident of reaching the playoffs as of now.
No, no. Gujarat Titans are there. Naman, they just lost one game, and that to a special knock. So we have
Yeah,
to. I think they are the most versatile team in this IPL. So one
Pan-
game that can happen, and that can
no,
happen, and that.
That's
Special no.
that's fine, but Punjab is on 13, Mumbai is on 12, RCB is also is on 14. They need one win. So there is
Yeah,
LSG, there is KKR, there is DC. All of these teams are fighting, and RR. I mean, they are out mathematically. They might be in, but they,
not
if
mathematically,
they
but
win 5 games out of 5, they can just cheer up the competition in the playoff race.
no. If RR lose today, they would be out.
So officially, they're out.
Mathematically, yeah. If they lose, like Chennai Super Kings, who would have
Yeah,
thought that still still another month left in this IPL and Chennai Super Kings would be eliminated? It usually doesn't happen. So it is very competitive and it's good for the fans also.
it is.
All right. Well, we're waiting for the toss. I don't. It must have happened on the ground, but we don't have the update yet. But
Toss
we'll
delayed
There's a
by
continue.
a
couple of
couple of
minutes
minutes.
left in the
Toss delayed by a
Oh,
couple of
oh
minutes.
no. Why? Why so?
We are just waiting for the explanation, but as of now, the message is toss delayed by a couple of minutes.
Okay, so Riyan Parag and Hardik Pandya are actually in the middle and waiting for the toss to happen, but it has been delayed for some reason. Could be anything. Could be anything.
Okay.
I
Could be
think
broadcast
the
issues,
ball.
technical
I think
issues.
the car that brings the ball. I think that might be stuck somewhere. It usually happens like that.
Okay. The car has lost its way.
Like CSK. And Divine Energy brings up CSK. CSK this season has been named Catastrophic Super Kings. They are just praying for the season to end. My playoff picks are MI, RCB, GT, and Punjab. Shamik, take the first part of this question. Catastrophic Super Kings.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, catastrophic Super Kings. It started off from the auction. Their auction strategy fell flat on their face. Then Ruturaj's injury was also a factor. They roped in a few players like Rahul Tripathi and this guy Deepak Huda, who are completely washed, and their template has become passing. Now they are changing. They have brought in Ayush Matre, they have brought in Deval Brevis, and Dhoni specially name checked him at the post match presentation yesterday, saying that he is one of the players who would be part of the future. So next year we'll see a change. We'll see a positive change. See, Chennai Super Kings. At the end of the day, you have to acknowledge the fact that whatever, even after back-to-back failures. I mean, uh, last year also they didn't qualify for the playoffs. This time, it's been even more downhill for them. But they're fighting champions. They're winners. They know how to win. So they will get their act together. I hope they will come back stronger with a new policy. Whether MS Dhoni would be part of that, no one knows. Because Dhoni himself said yesterday, I'm not even sure whether I'll come back for the next game. I think that was tongue firmly ensconced in cheek. But if there is an announcement uh, after Chennai's final home game, that can happen. I don't know. But given Dhoni's style, it might come in September also. That मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ.
All right, all right. It seems like the toss has happened. We're just waiting for the update. We're just waiting for the update. Asim Hans is saying, what do we make of Shubman Gill's post match comments on it was Weber's day and he made full use of it? No, no, that's not what Shubman Gill was implying at all. It happens in sports all the time that someone just has a day where they can't be pulled down by anyone else. That's just what he meant. I don't think that was a backhanded compliment or anything. But we have the toss update. It is Rajasthan Royals who has won the toss and opted to bowl first. So at the Savai Mansingh Stadium, Rajasthan will be bowling first. Mumbai Indians put into bat. Bharat, what do you make of this? What are your predictions after listening to the toss?
The kind of expected lines. This is everyone wants to bowl first, so it doesn't really surprise me that Rajasthan Royals, knowing their home ground, I think they opted to bowl. It might kind of suit them because, as we saw in the last match as well, the batting kind of got easier as the match progressed. In that, GT versus RR game, it felt as if the match got a little, the batting got a little bit easier in the second innings. Maybe little bit of dew came into play. So Rajasthan Royals would be hoping for something similar, restrict Mumbai Indians to something around 190, 200, and then go bang bang and try to chase it down. So, but I'm still backing Mumbai Indians to win this game. But I think toss will definitely, I think, even out things a lot because Rajasthan Royals would now believe that if they can restrict Mumbai Indians to around 190, 200, they have a good chance in the second innings with the pitch likely getting better, conditions likely getting better to chase it down.
Naman, what are your thoughts? What are your predictions?
Yeah, I mean, every team has been using the strategy of winning the toss and opting to bowl first. But today, the pitch, I think it's a batting friendly pitch. There's no grass, very slight grass covering over the pitch, and the cracks, I don't think they're going to be much of a problem for the batters. Spin might come into play, and both of these teams are going to exploit that. But I think it's a very good batting surface, and both of these teams will look. I mean, Mumbai will look for batting first to score more than 200 because the way Rajasthan batted last time around, they can chase down. They showed it, but with the lineup that Mumbai has, I don't think Rajasthan have a chance.
All right, and we have an update. Sandeep Sharma has been ruled out of the entire tournament. He has broken his finger. Riyan Parag has just now confirmed at the toss. So RR are now one bowler less in the tournament. Shomik, with this news, how does it change RR's game plan tonight?
It will
Akash
because
Madwal has come in.
yeah, Sandeep Sharma is a seasoned performer. He's an experienced performer that Rajasthan Royals would miss him. But Gargi, my prediction is Mumbai Indians, and with that, I will take your leave because the Norwester, once again, like the Punjab Kings game, has hit Calcutta, and I have to fix a few things, and it's raining. So I will take your leave. Apologies for that. But my prediction as far as this game is concerned is Mumbai Indians.
All right. So pretty much everyone thinks that Mumbai Indians will be winning. So do I. That's my prediction as well. But we'll see you at the end of the match. We'll be live again. So don't forget to join us then. Thank you so much, Shamik, for joining, and Naman and Bharat as well. Everyone who's watching, be back at the end of the game.